Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls.
It's been 80 years.
Oh, I thought I was going to play Luna.
It's been 84 years since we last left myself. Well, actually, it's been 84 years since I felt this relaxed.
Okay.
Considering everything that happened this week, I'm like surprisingly relaxed and chill and just generally happy today. It's really weird.
Must be nice.
We're glad to hear it.
My computer died, Maya.
Oh no!
But it was reborn.
He has risen. Sorry,
He has risen.
Unfortunately,
the machine is immortal.
Unfortunately, chat, that does mean that there probably won't be another collector box opening on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least for this set. Although apparently I won a card. I did so many pre-releases. I won a card because I got entered into a draw and I won a card, and that card has never been printed in foil before, so it's a one-of-a-kind foil printing of a card for MTG. So
That's pretty cool.
If that sells for about a box worth, I might just sell it and get a box.
Oh.
What card?
I have no idea. That's just what the game store owner told me. It's it's never been printed in foil before. So, and it's modern playable, so it's oh, well, cool, I guess. But yeah, I hope everything's doing really well tonight. I worry about you sometimes, Matt.
You want to talk about it, Matt? For those who rewatching on YouTube, possibly right now, Matt just posted a paragraph that I refuse to read in chat.
Like some I have no mouth and I must scream nonsense.
Oh, no, it's the exact opposite. That is about a horrible situation for a person. This is about a situation for a person who is better than they were.
Now I'm reading the paragraph.
Yeah. But yeah, so chat, because I've been so good at posting these, and I would like to give myself a pat on the back for keeping up to date with this. I think I deserve
What
that.
the fuck, Matt?
Now, if you want to see this and you're watching on YouTube, go watch the Twitch pod. You can see Chad. It's quite the read. But let's talk about other channel things. We have announcements. Here are the announcements. Speed round style, because we're running a bit late because traffic was bad for me coming home from the Magic tournament. I go to de-stress before this.
3-day weekend, traffic's gonna be bad.
Yeah. We got...
Although I guess...
Saturday, Salt and Strategy, Will, Chad, Crystal Calf, Matt... Civilization with cults and Fate heroes. Come and join us.
Heroes from proper human history. That's what they are.
Nope. I have downloaded a mod for mine that replaces all the artwork for the heroes that have Fate equivalents with the Fate artwork.
That'll make the game more stable.
Yeah. It will.
That won't cause that won't introduce any new connection problems.
It won't. We're fine. Then we have on Sunday, Stardew Sunday, starting a little bit late because I have a audition at 8:50. So Stardew Sunday will probably starting at 10 o'clock p.m. instead of the usual 7. But yeah, so I'm doing that. I'll tell chat how that went on Sunday. I'm really excited for it. Then on Monday, Strength of Thousands AP. Matt's running that. McKenna's in that playing Avi, the best witch in the world. And...
I mean, she's a witch. But I appreciate
Best witch in the world.
Thank you, that's very sweet.
Strength of Thousands is your little witch academia.
That's true. She is very little, very witchy, and very academic. So that's...
Yeah.
A very literal. Hold on.
We stand a good magic school.
Yeah. On a side note, I really want to run a Kids with Brooms game at some point. So.
Yes.
Oh, what's this now?
I have.
What's all this then?
And I have the Little Witch Academia hat. And it's a perfect fucking fit.
Oh my god.
That's adorable.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy.
I am useful sometimes. Then,
This is so good.
on Tuesday, we're off. On Wednesday, we have the League of Amazing Adventurers. Our death game is happening. Abigail has become an angsty teenager and is rebelling. Will our party be able to solve teenager rebellion? Or will they be uncool adults? Come and join us and find out. So far, teenage Abigail has been very fun to play, by the way. I love her. She is great.
She is not good at communicating.
No, she's not. But her parents,
Oh, shocker.
her adopted family are Garl and Cassandra.
Garl and Cassandra. Hey, one of those is good at communication.
I'm not gonna.
Teenage.
Tune in next week to find out which one I'm talking about.
Even I don't know.
Don't you?
No, and that might be the problem.
Oh, there you go.
But let's see. So those are all of our shows. People on this show. You're watching the Astral Calling campaign. It's a SpellJammer 5e game. We really love to see you here. We have our usual casto characters. We have Maya as Thrash, the Goblin Barbarian.
Yeah. Gobble Granny here to kick some ass and bake cookies. And I'm all out of cookies.
We have our gaming Chad playing Vim.
Yeah.
I
Here.
always call him that, and I never know what it means.
A gaming Chad.
Yeah.
I've heard of a hanging Chad, but I hope
It's
not.
it's meant to be like a really a Chad is a really good gamer. It's like
Is that what a Chad is?
I don't
Is
think that's what that
That's
means.
what a
That's
Chad
trying to
means in
change
today's
That's
definitions
my
here.
understanding. That's my understanding of the
Oh,
slang.
guess I'm gonna have to explain incel terminology to you after.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Great. Okay. Then we have Darius, played by Matthew, the person responsible for the lovely overlay and the intro you'll see shortly.
Hello, everyone. That's
And then we have McKenna, who is responsible for all the lovely artwork that you saw here on the channel. McKenna, did you post a TikTok before this?
I did. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very distracted by the fact that I could put this hat on other tiny stuffed animals.
Simple joy.
It's so cute. Look it. Okay, I'm sorry. My name is McKenna Ray Tynan. I'm easily amused. And hopefully my TikToks will easily amuse you. That's McKenna Ray Art on all the socials. But especially TikTok. I really don't post anywhere else.
She doesn't. Commission her
She
for
doesn't.
artwork.
She really doesn't.
Bad at it.
Um,
But yep, that's it. That's me.
Speaking of people who are easily distracted, not the person, but the character, we have Rose playing Luna.
Okay, but speaking of tiny animals that need a little witch hat. Look at this little bunny.
Cute.
Speaking of bunnies, Luna, she's great. I'm excited for you to meet her if you haven't yet.
I wish I had a stuffy near me, but I don't.
I have
I
a
found that
whole...
one at World Market, and I was like, I must.
But
I need to, at some point, show off my little frog shrine.
Oh, you know what I do have?
My late uncle did a whole
Oh,
bunch
you
of
have Mrs.
ceramics.
Potts.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
full of
that's
tea right now. She's very heavy.
Ooh.
I want tea.
I have all the ceramic frogs.
Maya, come over, bring me tea.
You come over here and I'll make you tea.
Okay.
hey,
I mean, I could walk.
Yeah, it's a little airless with a little...
Oh, Airless has showed up in this campaign.
Cute.
And yeah. So, with that, that's all of our cast announcements. Before we roll our intro tonight, I'm going to start doing the thing that I like to do, the like pre-intro sort of scene beforehand. You see another planet. From the outside, it looks to be a vibrant, beautiful world, but then the atmosphere shimmers and it's replaced with a dark and scary sort of like dark forest vibe. Like clawing trees and very like, think like Snow White, scary forest during the storm. And in that sort of planet, we zoom in to what appears to be a hovel that is partially torn down, partially there. And inside of that hovel, there's the smallest trapdoor that's been just slightly opened up. It goes into that trapdoor, and you just see this sort of like pod of this larval pod that is being embraced by a skeletal figure. pod has been opened. And yeah. And then we roll the intro. Last time on the Astral Calling, our party found themselves on the Sigallant's Royal Academy moon, dropping off Ehrenhard at school, and also being offered a little bit more work by Ehrenhard to help them basically come and interrogate their friend who had stabbed them, trying to stab them to death, and caused a contingency spell to teleport Ehrenhard across the universe. That's where they met the party. Oh, across the universe. Musical theater reference, check. And yeah, upon moving through the school, our party found a number of cultists that at the beginning only Vim, Evie, and Luna, as well as Ehrenhard, could see. However, after sustaining a little bit of damage from them, Rash was then also able to see these cultists. Darius still cannot see them. After defeating the cultists and dispatching the deadly duo of stabby stabbies, our party made their way down into the basement of the school, where they proceeded to begin to interrogate Ehrenhardt's former childhood friend. After interrogation, where not much was discovered, they discovered that no one could say their name. Every time it came out, they would just say Ehrenhardt's childhood friend. Even Ehrenhardt wasn't able to say their name. Deciding to try to get them to write it down, the party, Luna, passed a piece of paper into the cell. As they did, the person in the cell grabbed it, and symbols from their body, those things that they tattooed into them, went through their soul object onto the paper, creating a magical circle, which caused a tremor of magic and a moonquake to happen.
And that well.
Well, I think we weren't just trying to learn his name. I think we were just trying to communicate with him in general and find like any way for him to.
Well, because he wouldn't say anything.
He wouldn't say anything. It was a good thought.
It was.
I still have an idea.
Luna, let's not be generous here. Luna doesn't have thoughts; she has instincts.
No, I'll be generous. None of us here do like runic magic like that, so I don't think it would have necessarily been our first thought to that. Like, if we give him this paper, he might be able to do magic that he otherwise would not be able to do. Especially because why didn't he just carve that into the stone with his knife? He carved a bunch of other runes.
Who knows?
Why does he need paper?
I don't know. Seems like his brain was kind of fried.
That's fair.
I still don't know exactly what's going on here. Thoughtful, but I do have an idea how we still might be able to get the name of this childhood friend.
Darius, as you're saying that, the power goes out.
Concerning.
Dark vision.
Light.
Now that the light is on, McKenna, can you make me I think it's a wisdom. Yes, it's a wisdom.
Sacred flame.
I most likely cannot, but I can certainly try.
Oh, turns out you can.
Yeah, turns out you can.
Oh, turns out I can. Natty 20, baby.
Baby.
As you go to cast light, you feel the oppression of darkness. And
This is technically not magic. This is alchemical.
Oh, this is your alchemical.
Tinkering.
As you activate your alchemical formula for it, you can see it almost struggling to kick in, but you give it a couple shakes and like add a couple extra components, and it manages to power through.
Okay.
The spell happens. It doesn't get countered.
Okay. What do I see? What's going on? What's trying to...
You just get the general sense that it's like an aura of the area. It might be like a regional effect that you have fallen under.
Bad.
Also, if the power is out, that means that things like... Thankfully, it's a moon. So things that you notice now immediately. There is no artificial gravity. So you got moon gravity.
Fun times.
TLDR, your jumping distance is doubled.
Oh, interesting.
Vim's already in the air.
Yeah. So you have a double. You have a double jump.
Luna too.
Well, everybody's just kind of thinking, comes up.
That like one Pixar cartoon Bound.
Yes.
Yes.
This is extra awkward for me with my 4 legs.
You just two of Darius' legs are just like coming up off the ground, and Earnhardt just kind of like pushes them down.
He does a little doggy paddle.
Kitty paddle, technically.
There is some emergency lighting, but it seems dimmer. Like it's only producing like very light instead of like the bright light that it should be producing. Earnhardt and the prince are both kind of looking about. Earnhardt just kind of looks to all of you and says, I'm technically duty bound at this point to protect the prince, so I will be focusing myself on that.
Okay.
But
We can take care of ourselves.
the prince just kind of puts their hand on Earnhardt, and I can take care of myself too, Earnhardt. Just because you're a royal knight doesn't mean you need to not do anything. It's like, well, fair enough.
Shame him.
But we do need to get you going. I mean, this kind of kills two birds with one stone. The prince continues speaking. Remember the ritual I was speaking about? Earlier in the evening.
Mention of a ritual?
Yes, the one that
Oh.
Earnhardt's hired you to help with. That's why I'm allowing you on school grounds. Wink, wink.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has the item thing
Yes, that's the spot where we're heading. So
with the soul.
kind of two birds with one stone on this one, I suppose. Kind of smiles at you all.
Understood. Understood.
But yeah, Earnhardt begins basically guarding the prince. The prince just kind of is like walking behind Earnhardt, honestly looking a little bit annoyed that Earnhardt's paying him so much mind. Like, you should protect yourself, not just me, Earnhardt. And you can see them basically hear them having this sort of back and forth between them. And yeah. You begin making your way through the halls. What is your marching order?
I would like to volunteer to be in the front, mostly because I potentially have the most hit points and armor, and we're venturing into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Like being around the middle myself.
I'll follow up.
If necessary, Rosh, you could ride in the saddlebag again.
Yeah, I will. Yes, Rash will ride in the saddlebag of large catmen.
Just hanging out with the frying pan.
Yeah.
I'll follow the two of you close to the front. I think I have the light, and two, Evie wants to see what's going on.
Luna should stay by the light, and also she can be the rear guard.
Quick
And
question.
definitely won't fall behind and get distracted.
Oh no. We really need to work on a child leash, Luna.
Evie,
Fine.
Yes.
you I don't have it. Is light a cantrip?
This is a tinkering project.
Oh, never mind then.
I think I can put it in chat. It is magical tinkering, but it is tinkering.
Question, Will.
Yes.
I've only been using 1d8 for my frying pan.
Yes.
But if I wield it two-handed, I can use a d10. Can I just assume that I'm wielding it two-handed since I don't have a shield?
Yeah, if you want, you can do that.
Sweet. I'm
I'll-
gonna do that from now on because I'm like, there is no. I will not be wielding dual weapons unless I've got both my knives out
right.
instead.
I've changed it.
Yay!
I do have a shield, and I was going to ask if I don't know if you can do that multiple times, but if you could put the light on the shield.
I think I can make that happen.
Just
so the light is in front of us.
Yes, I can make an object shed bright light in a 5-foot radius, and an additional 5 feet of dim light. It doesn't say. I think it's tiny non-magical object, so not a shield.
Yeah.
Give me a quick second.
Give Darius a collar.
Can we give Darius a little cat collar with a little bell, and the bell could glow?
You have a holy symbol?
I do have a small symbol of the spark of creation. It's just a little orb in a. It almost looks like almost like a little Christmas ornament made of glass around my neck. You know, like
collar.
It's not a collar. It is a necklace. It's not
It's
a
a
collar.
kitty collar.
I think I can make that.
Concern. That's a little
Glow.
demeaning. And what is a cat?
Oh, a cat is a small feline, unless you're not talking about a domestic cat and you're talking about a wild cat.
I didn't know there were varieties. I don't know what that is.
Or
they're
as
really
the
cute.
young people say, a cool cat. Yes?
They're elemental.
You know, I am fairly young, but I do not think I have said that before.
I have heard.
Anyway, we're moving down.
I can make that glow.
Yeah.
I'll make your.
We're walking
your
down the hall or something to,
spark
you know,
creation.
make sure things are still light.
Yeah. As you are making your way down the hall, can everyone make me a perception check?
No, but I'll try.
Maybe.
Sure can. I
better.
can. Oops. Just kidding. I accidentally.
Oof.
Page.
Ooh. Man.
Chad, 2 weeks in a row?
I'm
you-
not even
seriously?
proficient in that.
Seriously, like, have you seen Vim's silhouette? Anyway,
Hang on. Gotta
That's
reload the
actually
page.
all we've seen of Vim.
yeah, I know that's the joke. Well, Vim hears it. Darius hears it. We'll see if Rash hears it. It's a DC 15. Nope.
Yeah,
So
no.
Vim and Darius, the two of you, as you're walking down this hallway, hear the doors on either side of the hallway. You hear pounding on them like someone's trying to get out. Like a. But it's not like a heavy pounding. It's like someone like is on like the last legs of their life. Like a.
Checking if I have any sort of thing.
Didn't just like speak up to like Earnhardt and the Prince is like, what's supposed to be behind those doors?
Those are the dormitories.
It sounds like
for
people
the
are
lower
having
ranked
a.
duchies.
Without the magic powering this place, would those places be a problem?
No, they shouldn't even be accessible. They're
There's
essentially
people
pocket
inside.
dimensions.
Well, here's a thought.
Well,
Concerned,
that's
just in case people are in there and in distress, we should try and open them. But before we do that, I'm just going to tell the DM, I'm going to hold an action.
Okay.
I'm going to hold Channel Divinity Turn Undead. If to be used only if I see things that are obviously not living.
Okay. Do you open the door?
Sure.
The door handle kind of turns and creaks slowly. As you pull it open, there's just a wall.
All right. Of all the things I was expecting, that was not one of them.
If this was an extra dimensional space and magic was just turned off here, then I hypothesize that whatever was in that extra dimensional space is possibly not having a good time right now. Also, we would have no way to access it.
We could just take down the bricks.
I'm gonna just try and tap the wall with the very tip of my shield.
Yeah, as you do so, a little bit of like concrete dust comes off.
Okay, so it's not just like a wall, but also a portal.
As Luna says, we can take down the bricks. Rash is gonna hit the wall with her
Oh
right.
boy.
I don't think pocket dimensions means a pocket in
make
the
an attack
wall.
roll.
Too late. She's gonna do it.
Make an attack roll. 22, nice. Roll your damage and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did it go? No, it didn't. Let me
Okay.
try again.
There you go. 7 bludgeoning, and then roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Nice.
18.
All
For like a few seconds, you hear like screams of pain in your head as if the wall is screaming. But they quickly
Oh
go away.
no! I pull back. Oh, so sorry. So sorry, Mishka. I pat the wall. I didn't mean to hurt.
None of you heard anything else.
Concern, it is a wall.
It was screaming in my head, and therefore I think it might be sentient.
Maybe we
Is
should
it
worry.
possible anything was true polymorphed,
Into a
and
wall.
then when the magic was dispelled, it was unpolymorphed?
I don't think you can polymorph things into a wall.
I don't see why you couldn't.
I think it has to be a living creature.
Well, I'm saying you could polymorph a wall into a living creature, and then when that magic was dispelled, it would go back to being a wall.
A druid who
Kind of a
took-
horror-
But why would you put a door where there's just a wall on the other side?
But would it scream
Because the
in
wall
your
would have been a living
mind?
creature, and it would have been walking around, and it was probably trying to get out when the magic... this is all just a theory.
a game theory.
Maybe
I've got a
If we-
theory. It could
if
be
we
wise.
care about any of these people surviving this, and this is an if, I don't know where everybody sits on that. Think about getting the magic back instead of checking every door.
Agreed.
That sounds like something that somebody who is smart would say.
Ehrenhart, do you know where, Well, is there a source of magic for this moon?
Yes, there is a shrine at the center of the school that channels the power of the Astral Sea itself.
Excellent, lead the way.
Yes, let's go. They begin basically walking you out towards that courtyard again. As they do, boop, 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 boop. You see
Uh-oh.
floating in the air near you these
Ruh-roh.
huge globs of
Uh-oh.
shadow. Just globs of darkness that are like dripping dark onto the ground that just turns into nothing as it hits the ground.
But can I see it?
I'm using frogs as a
Of
token.
course it's
I'm
frogs.
using frogs as a token, but think of them as like these like black pods of darkness that are like dripping darkness.
Pods, you say.
Yes. As you enter into the courtyard, you all just hear in your mind a screeching sound like a as they begin moving
Oh, we hear
towards you.
croaking.
Luna, can you do me a favor and make me a wisdom saving throw? Just Luna.
Oh, you really hate me. Okay, let's try.
19.
Hey,
What
Nice!
what is it? I can't see it.
19.
19.
Oh, that's good. That's
Luna,
way better than she should be able to do.
for a second, you are absolutely terrified of these things. You recognize them. And then that fear subsides. And then we roll for initiative.
Can I see them though well?
Yes, you can see these. Darius
Okay.
can see these. These are not... There's none of these symbols. These are just creatures made of entropy.
I like to imagine Luna's just too dumb to be afraid.
You said entropy, but I heard anchovies.
Yes, anchovies.
oh, these
Which is arguably worse.
you know, the anchovy blob frogs. You know, that classic old D&D monster.
That old chestnut.
Yes, things are looking quite grim for the party, folks. Have some hero points at the ready.
What if we just ran?
I thought about it. And
That's an option.
And just
Not
make
my-
it to the other side of the courtyard.
December.
These are a lot of froggos.
On frogs.
Well, remember, not frogs, orbs of darkness.
It's a
Right.
lot of frogs.
I don't know, they
Orbs
look
of-
like frogs to me.
Gotcha. Orbs of frogness.
Froggy orbs.
So that's what I heard.
All right, Rash, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
All right.
The ones on the pillars here are about 10 feet off the ground. These ones are at ground level.
Okay, but they are still like width distance away as well.
Yeah, they're whatever distance that they are away from you.
25, 30. Oh wait, you said our jumping was
Doubled.
more, yes?
Yep, it's doubled.
It's double?
Yep.
Remind me what's our normal jumping? What would that be? Just our speed or?
No, you can't jump 30 feet.
3 plus your strength modifier.
My strength modifier? Strength is +3.
So
6 doubled, 12 feet.
Well,
I'm proficient in strength. I don't know if that matters, so it's a +5.
so that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, so 16. If you get a run up with that gets doubled again up to 32 feet.
Okay. I'm like wondering if it would make a difference if I just leap and bound instead, like jump.
Go ahead and
jump. Go ahead and jump. So that's still only 32.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess I'll stop here. Can I hold my action until one of them comes at me?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action then.
All right. Vim, you're up. Vimbus, Amothaline, Amothtea, Saint Mothtair.
Started off strong.
Whole mouthful.
Full and legal name.
That was a lot. I have one name, and that's it.
A lot of lore there.
And I am so thankful for that. You have no idea.
Yep, it's just one name, one syllable. That's all. That's all you need.
That's about all my brain can handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire at the green one over here.
Fire at will.
We're gonna go try that. How's a 23?
23 is a hit.
7 piercing and 1 psychic.
They are vulnerable to psychic.
Yeah.
So that would be
Good,
7.
'cause that's a thing I can do.
9. Okay, it's still standing.
Yeah, I figured, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
It undulates in a weird, unsettling way.
Nice and gross.
Ew. Respectfully.
This one is going to double move. And it's going to end up right here.
Don't like that.
Yay.
Rash, your held action triggers.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna bash it with my frying pan as it comes by.
Roll the
Yes,
smack.
Grandma.
Hits.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me see.
Oh shit, I forgot. Raging also.
Fair enough.
Yeah, spending a rage.
Yep.
And then I am going to reckless attack. I don't know if that's necessary on these guys,
The 11,
but I'm gonna do.
The 11 hit, so.
You
Not
don't
to
have
mention,
the advantage.
with this many enemies, Reckless may not be.
I mean, it lives up to its name.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll save it. I'll just do a regular.
And the 11 hits. So you're
Ooh,
good.
11 damage. Yeah. It takes all of it.
It takes all of it?
It takes all
He's
of
still
it.
up?
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
All right, this
Good
one's
to know for
gonna
next.
go. Hi, Rash.
Come at me, bro.
As this thing kind of like floats down towards you, it just opens itself up, and you can see inside of it just like void and darkness, and it's going to bite you with darkness.
Some stars, mostly void.
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits without even having to check. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Do me a favor, Rash, then, and take Oh, no, that wasn't me rolling it again. 12 piercing.
Halved.
So 6, and then 5 cold, half to 2. So 8 points in total.
Okay.
And you are
8 points.
grappled.
No!
Luna.
Okay.
Never healed from last time.
Whoop.
How are you looking? How much health you got?
I'm at 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack Orange.
Okay.
Hiya.
Hits.
Hiya.
Ha. That will take it.
I'm still in character.
Yay.
Anything else, Luna?
Still up?
Nope.
All right.
That is my turn.
Double move, float to here.
Don't like that.
Evie.
Alrighty. I think I can move to here. I'd kind of have to tumble through. I can move here to Vim. And then I'm gonna poison spray. They could make a save.
Sure
Or
thing.
don't. That'd be fine if they didn't.
Con save.
I keep needing to put that to 15. Either way, they fail. So they take that 7 poison damage, assuming they are not immune.
They take it all.
Then as a bonus action, I am casting Expeditious Retreat.
Okay. Darius, it is your time, my child.
Mother? Yeah. Darius is going to look at this group of dark frog orbs.
Just dark orbs,
And-
darkness.
Cannon.
Frog
Yeah.
orbs.
Dark
Gotcha.
frog orbs.
Orbs of dark frogness.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He is going to take his mace, raise it above his hand, and then swing low and kind of hit it on the ground, causing a kind of an arc of sparks to come up, and a kind of little shockwave radiates out 30 feet from him, and he's going to cast Bane. So that is going to be level 1 Bane, and so that is, I think they're in 30 feet.
Yep, all 3 of them are within 30. So blue,
So that is going to
purple,
be
orange.
that is a max roll for the negative if they
well,
fail.
it's each time they roll a d4.
Well, no,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm going to start with blue. They have a -4 to charisma.
You know what that means? Like,
Fails.
Oh.
Orange, purple. They all fail. So I have to subtract a d4 on all of those. Thanks, man.
Wait, didn't Orange go down already?
No,
No?
orange is still there. They're
Oh,
all
it's
okay.
taken an unfortunate amount of punishment, actually.
Jeez.
nothing. Well, no, you've kind of hit purple, orange, and green. You haven't focus fired. You've been hitting all.
Did
of
we
them.
hit green?
Yes, you shot green.
Oh, yeah. I
And
remember that much.
I think
then going to-
specifically you.
Yeah, it probably
got
was.
green.
Considering the distance he's at, it's probably me.
You may want to just mark, Will, which ones actually have the Bane, because I know we're going to be getting a bunch more into this combat in the next little bit.
Yep.
1, 2,
That's what I'm doing.
not Garl. Darius is going to be very careful and is just going to move into the middle here,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think takes him out of anyone's combat, so he wouldn't provoke an AO.
Hope you're good.
But
Shadow Beast.
Yep.
Single move.
Shadow
But
Frog.
Hi, Luna.
Danger Frog.
Oh, technically advantage. I have you flanked. Does 17 hit?
Well, 17 will hit me.
12 piercing, 3 cold. And you are grappled.
Oh.
In its
Okay.
frog tongue.
Yep. Well, and it's like shadowy darkness.
Shadowy darkness that shapes
It's like
conspicuously like a
glob-
frog's tongue.
This glob of darkness is just around you. Double move to here.
Frog.
I do not like any of this.
Double move to here. Rash.
Cool. So is the check is it to break out of the grapple? Is it a check or a save?
It is a move action, and it would be an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
You should totally stay in that grapple though.
You should not.
You really
What's
should.
gonna eat us
should
this
not.
time, Will? What's gonna eat us this time?
Apparently.
Ask is because I do have, with danger sense, I have advantage on dex saving throws, but if it's not a save, then
It's not a save. It is.
It would have been a save to grab you if it first time around, but you're already grappled, so.
damn it. All right. All right, fine. I'll do. Let's see, which is my better skill out of the two of them? Oh, it's the same. It's the. Oh
Well,
no,
wait,
it's better.
if
It's better. I'm gonna do strength.
if you're raging, you have advantage on an athletics check, don't you?
Oh, I think I do
Advantage on
actually.
strength.
Yeah.
On strength checks.
You're right. All right. Thank you, Chad. All right, so athletics.
You break you break the shadow globs that it has around you.
Good.
Oh my globs.
I hope it- And that was my action, right?
That was your move action.
That was my move action. Okay, so I can still attack.
You can still attack.
Sweet. I'm angry. I'm coming after this guy with to the Froggo that the Blobbo that attacked me, which was the orange guy, yeah?
Yep.
So I'm going to reckless attack.
Okay. Hits.
And let's see.
See if you get
With
20. See if you get.
Oh,
20.
if you're reckless attacking, you get advantage, so you can fish for a crit.
Oops, I forgot. I thought I had it on advantage already, but I did not.
You're good.
No, didn't crit.
Either one hits though, so.
All right, so let's see. With reckless, I believe so I'm doing my damage, and then I'm also adding a D6 plus half my level.
Roll it.
So another 5. So 18 total.
All right, they take
Wait.
18. It's still up.
Jesus.
Motherfucker.
That's a little concerning.
This is
I hate this blow.
highly concerning.
Ah!
Vim.
They can take out half my health in one blow.
Yeah.
At least they don't have multi-attacks.
They do not.
You know what
Yeah.
else is a problem? Ranged weapons. So I'm gonna fire orange, but I have to do it at disadvantage
Why? Because you're in melee?
because I'm ranged weapon. And I'm within 5 feet of the creature.
You're not within 5 feet of orange, though.
It doesn't matter if you're in 5 feet of any hostile creature.
Oh,
Next level, this will not be a problem, but I have to survive to next level.
that's a
You could give us a level up right now, Will.
Mid-battle level up.
Y'all still have a while before your first level up in this campaign.
Will, can I put up a prediction in chat?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
And that's a nat 1.
All right.
I'm gonna see how to do it.
And irritatingly, the other one was a high roll.
Well, this one's coming at Darius. It does not have flanking. Yeah. It's just a bite. 17 to hit you, Dari.
King's off the shield.
All right. Next one. Oh, this one has Rash. Oh, no, Rash got out. It's going to try to get Rash again.
No, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Can I dex save?
What?
Can I try to dex save if it's trying to grapple me again?
No, it has to hit you to do it.
It missed.
It missed.
Okay. Oh,
Luna.
Alright, which one's got me in its icky, grubby little
Green.
frog mouth? Okay. I guess I've got to make... Is it athletics specifically I need to break
Athletics
out?
or acrobatics?
They're the same. Yeah.
You break out.
slice its little frog tongue. Let's go. But I'm gonna actually hard focus orange because I need one of these things to die. Hiya.
Hits. Roll your damage.
Hiya.
Nice. All right, is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yes. Well.
I like that. That's fun. Okay, Blue's going to go. Hey, Chad.
Let's not do this.
Natural 20.
I specifically said let's not do this.
Ooh.
I
I'm unconscious.
will intercept.
Okay.
So I can reduce the damage by a D10 plus 2, so 9. You take 9 less damage than you would have.
Okay, I'm still up.
It's the only
Well,
one I got this turn.
did that
so
one
use it.
Oh, it was a nat 20. Never mind.
Yeah. It was a nat 20. I will do the minus the D4 on it. 3. Evie.
Alrighty. I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
Take 30 feet of movement. You know what? I can move here.
Okay.
And that's 15 feet, which means I can make another 15 feet to there. And then with Expeditious Retreat, I will be taking a dash action, another 30 feet. I'll go 20 feet there.
Good. One of us should live. Get out of here.
Darius.
That is my whole turn.
So which amongst us is the most hurt?
Orange.
No, amongst us.
Oh.
I'm asking the group.
I'd guess Vim.
Probably me.
Okay.
How much have you got?
5.
Okay, yeah.
Woof.
All right, I am going to be... I'm a little low on my level 1 spells at the moment, but I still have a bunch of... well, I have 2 level 2 spells, and I don't think I'm going to be using Silence or Lesser Restoration anytime soon. So I'm going to... I'm going to use my action to cast a Cure Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it at level 2.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to Vim.
Oof.
That was a terrible roll.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, it was.
It over doubled what I had left.
Why did it say 3 there?
It's the
That's
3
the
is
additional...
the extra. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. 8 healing back to you, I guess. And I don't really have anything else I can do as a bonus action, so I'm just gonna stay here in the possibility that I may need to heal people again, and maybe absorb some hits from people because I am at perfect health and have a high AC. So
Luna, Rash, Luna, Rash, and Darius all get AOs as this thing moves towards Evie.
I get an AO?
Take a slash.
All 3 of you do.
Yeah, you were touching it.
All right.
making sure I don't have advantage on.
Hits.
What am I rolling?
Well, that was a not great roll.
You get an attack.
Oh, I could
It's
talk.
regular attack.
What? Ba 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 da ba ba. Boop.
The 10 will miss Darius. The 11 will hit Rash.
Oh,
Yeah, well-
actually,
Oh.
you have to take mine back. I used my reaction already to intercept Vim's attack.
Never mind. Okay, Rash.
Since I'm raging, I should have rolled that with advantage. So, all right, I didn't crit, but that's okay. Boop.
13.
And also rolling for my Divine Fury, which is what I rolled last time. I just used the wrong name.
Yep.
So 4 plus 4.
14, 15, 16, 17. Well, that's more than half of what this thing had left. Okay, it gets there, and it's going to try to go after you, Evie.
Eat shit, frog blob.
Misses.
It does not hit.
All right, Pink's going to go Darius. 23.
That will actually hit, yes.
11 piercing, 8 cold. Ooh, that was a good roll.
Oof.
And you are grappled. Shadow Beast number 2. It can't
So that
get
is
to anyone,
19.
so it's going to double move to here. Rash, you're up.
Cool.
Yeah, 19 damage in one hit.
I don't
Ouch.
have adding either, but that's okay. I realized while I'm raging, I added bonus of rage damage, which I don't know if you added in that well, but I didn't add it in.
How much do I need to add?
Just 2.
2 for each attack.
So 2.
Yeah, it's 2 to the
connected.
damage.
Yep.
This one took 2 from you. Okay. I've adjusted the enemies accordingly.
Cool. Did not realize that was a thing.
I am unnervous.
I'm gonna slap at still the orange one that's somehow still up.
It's at 1 hit point.
Oh. Then the purple
That's
one.
still concerning.
Yeah.
It's taken 3 times the
I mean,
hit
if we
points
can
that we
eliminate
have.
1, we should eliminate 1 so we're taking less attacks.
Yes.
No. We should always focus fire.
All right. It's just going to be overkill, but
Good. Make it messy.
Demoralize them.
I mean, you'll have your move action, so you could always start running away if you wanted to. Hits.
sweet. Boop 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 ba doop boop ba doop boop boop ba doop boop ba doop boop. And then rolling the d6
Is dead.
But I'm doing it for
God.
flair. That'll teach you, froggy blob bastard.
You tell him.
I'm gonna get slightly out of this clump, but I'm not gonna leave this guy's. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go over to where Luna is or not Luna.
Evie?
Where
Evie?
is because Evie's
Blank
by herself, and that concerns me. So I'm gonna take my nimble escape disengage.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 5,
Parkour.
10, 15, 20, 25. But I already moved that out of the square, so I can get here.
Nice.
Is as far as I can.
Vim.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what makes the most sense for me to do.
Oops.
What's next? Yeah, the healings. I'm not going to be able to heal myself enough to make a big difference. So from here, I'm going to fire at purple because I think that's the only one of these 3 that's been damaged.
Yeah. Hits.
Okay. And 4 psychic, 4 piercing.
13. Oh, nice. They take a lot. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Hey, Darius. Oh,
Yo.
it's going to bite you. 19.
Quick question though, Will.
Yep.
I took damage last turn. How much would it be because I had concentration check for Bane?
Ooh.
Oh, right. Roll me a d20. Roll me a con save, and it is 10.
Oop.
It'd be 12.
Con save. All right.
Success.
Okay, good.
All right.
So
d4.
here's the thing. Yeah, even the minimum for D4, that does not hit then.
All right, Luna, you're up.
Thank God for Bane.
Yeah.
Sadly, I can't switch the one that died to a
Yeah.
new one.
What's Luna gonna do? This is just a friendly reminder that if you take the disengage action, you are
Oh, I
immune to
know.
opportunity attacks for the whole turn, not
I
just
know it.
in front of.
I'm so torn. I've been debating this since my last turn. Yeah, I think Luna fear's gonna win out here. So we're gonna disengage,
Okay.
and then we're gonna run and hide back here.
Okay. Darius and Vim, you get AOs as this one double moves to go there.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure I don't, because all I have is a ranged weapon.
That'll hit.
27 bludgeoning with my mace.
Nice.
I mean, I guess.
You could take an unarmed attack, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
You lose nothing by trying.
Does he even have
With your little
Do you?
buggy
I like
legs.
this, like
Oh,
head bash it. Do you automatically have proficiency with that?
No.
No.
Also,
Use tackle
wait.
attack.
Also, wait. Doesn't matter. The damage is 1 plus your strength modifier. My strength modifier is -1, so the damage
Oh,
would
so
be 0.
zero damage.
Damage would be 0 anyway.
Oh,
even
there
if
you
I
go.
hit. Yeah.
Then your turn.
I'm gonna spit on him. Boop. Poison spray.
Fails.
He takes 5 whole poison
They
damage.
take it. This one's looking really hurt too.
I think that's my whole goddamn turn, unfortunately.
Darius.
I sadly am going to have to spend this turn doing a just a heal on myself, because that last attack was pretty nasty. Though, hold on, I'm technically grappled, I guess.
Yeah. So it doesn't do anything for
It won't stop you from doing that.
Yeah, this isn't Pathfinder.
No, but what do I have to do to get out of it? Do I have to use an action?
Athletics or
It's a-
acrobatics.
Acrobatics or athletics as a move action.
All right, well, I will try that after, but I'm going to do the heal, and I'm going to do my last second level spell. That's better, so that's 14 back.
Nice.
So that brings me up to 19. And then as a move action, what would my 2 options? Athletics or...
Acrobatics.
All right, I'll just do athletics then, because I'm pretty strong. 12.
Unfortunately,
That was
not
one short, I
quite
think.
strong enough.
Yeah, well, I rolled under a 10, so...
Evie. 13?
No,
Duple.
not today.
Darius.
Blob.
20.
Oh.
That will hit.
17.
Wow, I'm glad I healed.
And you're grabbed again. This one is going to double move over to here. And we go to Rash.
All right. Gonna bop that one.
Bop, bop, bop. Bop to the top.
Yup. Flip inside that rhythm.
Going for the glory.
Let's see if I crit, because I keep forgetting to press that advantage button. Dirty 20.
Hits.
Love
But-
that for you.
Boop.
And even with their minimum added damage, it dies.
Yes.
Oh, good.
You do not come after my pink girl.
Mm-hmm.
Rash, you still have a move action.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna bound over here. Just
Alright.
what?
Vim. It is your turn.
Alright, we're still gonna go after
Oh.
the purple guy.
Well, I took more damage again. What would be the concentration check this time?
17 DC is half of the damage. That's 10.
Okay, and that is a con save?
Yep.
Okay. 19, dang. Natural 17. I got
Hits.
Zen-like concentration, goodness.
This is on purple.
Yeah.
Nice. Roll the damage.
Two psychic, 5 piercing.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 damage in total.
Yeah.
Nice.
Slowly trying to wear this one down while I've got this other one looming over me.
Thanks.
Well, this one couldn't get to Darius. This one will try to get you, Vim. 16?
Bane.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bane.
Yeah. Nope. Still hit.
Dang it.
Close, but
I
no.
tried.
8 points of damage.
I'm still up.
And you're grabbed. Luna.
Okay, that's not bad. All right, we can try and stand and fight. Okay.
I
We have
am
one
out of
first
actually
level
not.
spell slot left, so yeah.
Hits.
And we're gonna do
Smite.
a desperate smite.
Do it.
Yeah. So right now my smites are 2d8. Okay. So let's get this damage and then
And what,
Whoa.
damn.
what type of damage
20.
is that?
That's radiant.
So that is doubled and dies.
Radiant. They're unholy.
Radiant and psychic.
Interesting.
Evie.
I'm going to stay within range of this creature,
Mhm.
but move behind it to give Rash the flank.
Cool.
And gonna poison spray it again. Jesus fucking Christ. It's 2?
I succeeded that one.
Yeah.
Darius.
I'm gonna put the I feel so dumb about this, but I'm gonna put the damage dealing in my compatriot's hands, and I'm just gonna do a level 1 cure wounds on myself because I am really low on health.
Fair enough.
Well, that's
6.
not bad for what
I
I
just
did.
realized
I'm
something else.
Darius, you get an AO as this one double moves, and it gets to there.
Oh,
Dang.
okay. Mace 18.
That'll hit for 6.
Yep.
Nice. Shadow Beasts. Hey, Rash. Does a 9 hit you?
No, I gotta say it doesn't.
Well, there you go.
One would hope not.
Rash, you're up.
And you have
So
advantage.
fun fact, that Divine Fury damage was actually, it was supposed to be radiant. I just didn't realize that would do anything.
Oh, you should tell me those
Yeah.
things, Rash. That would have made this encounter a lot easier for all of you.
Well, now you know for the future, I can choose whether or not it can be necrotic or radiant, but for the
Oh.
purposes of this, and it's all going to be radiant.
Funnily enough, my smites are fire damage.
Interesting.
All right, Rash, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now.
You do have advantage because you're flanking. You don't even have to use reckless.
Yeah.
Well, are
I
you
love that.
as rage? No, raging is defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rage is just advantage on dice.
Oh, nat 20.
God damn.
There we go.
Natty 20.
Oh,
Yes,
my,
Grandma.
oh my god. Anyway, so we're just gonna add that, and then add, let's see, what is it? That, and then adding,
Why the 3d6?
sorry, I didn't mean 3d6. I meant d6 plus 3 is what I meant.
Okay, so then we'll do 5 plus 3 is
Technically,
8.
it should be 2d6 plus 3 because the die you should get a second die because
It
it's a
is
crit.
doubled.
Oh, it is crit.
Crit.
Well, I just double the first die for the crit.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah, so it should be 10 plus 3, so 13 extra.
Yeah, so 13.
Also, I'm noticing for some reason on her, she didn't get an extra die for her weapon.
Did I not?
When you hover over it, it's only showing 1 die plus 3.
Haven't noticed.
Yeah, 1d10. What should it be?
Should be
It should just be
2d10.
1d10.
It should be,
For crit, it should be
an extra
2.
d10.
For a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I mean, we'll just double.
So
Yeah.
it would be 11 bludgeoning then for the...
So then, yeah,
Base.
so 11.
Yes.
You just double the 1 die.
And then 5, 6, 7, 8. So 19.
And then that the d6 roll, the plus
27.
the half my barbarian level is radiant.
Okay, so that.
Do with
gets-
that what you will.
Yeah, so you did 27 points of damage after the weakness.
Good Good God. I've been misusing this character this entire time.
Oh.
I
You'll
mean, this
get
is what,
there.
the fourth,
Vim.
fifth session? We haven't had that much
Yeah.
We
combat.
haven't had that much combat. It's a new class for you too, right?
A new sort of
If
class
you
that I'm not
need,
familiar with.
if you need at some point, I can take a look at your sheet if we'll give it to me and just send it up like mine is, where I can just click which bonuses to add to every
love that.
weapon.
I would love that, Chad.
I had to do that with Zolam last campaign. He had so many little extra things. So I had like 4 or 5 different bonuses. Which of these applies this time?
There you go. Now you can do that after.
Okay.
Session. I
Have
appreciate
at
it.
it.
We're still going after this guy. Fortunately, still at disadvantage.
You can't just like step back or something as a
He'd
move action.
he'd hit me and then I'd die.
You don't have designate or disengage or whatever.
Designated
Not
driver.
Not as a bonus action.
Nah, that's not a thing.
Not a
in
rogue.
5e. Hey,
a
this
DD.
this is the one that has Vim, isn't it? Yeah. This
Wait,
is
what?
This is the one that hit you last turn.
Is it?
Yeah, because I did this one with Darius, and this is the one that hit Vim, and you didn't escape the grapple. Do you want to try to escape the grapple on your turn?
Yeah. So a 10 is a miss.
Yes, a 10 is a miss.
You know what's good? I'm gonna use the hero point for because
Yeah, you might as well.
yeah, but okay.
That's a 9.
Well, that didn't work out.
Wow, it's like the
So-
exact inverse. It's one less and one better.
I got a 21 on acrobatics check.
You break
Your
it.
wriggle out.
Yes.
I'm not going
You know
to
what
use a cool ability.
You know what would be really useful
No
right now?
vor, Will. No vor.
What would be
With
very
this
useful?
Agreed.
At a higher level, this character is going to have so many uses and so many ways to use Misty Step,
Yeah.
but I'm not there yet.
Matt,
Mm,
Yes.
20. Minus a D4.
Baned.
2.
And with thanks to that Bane, you don't hit shit.
Nice. Luna.
Field. That Bane
Right.
has saved me more than anyone else. And I'm happy for that.
Okay, so we are going to strike the pink one.
Also, my freaking blessing of the forge on my armor every day.
Hiya.
Hits. Also,
Okay.
Nate Smack gave Vim a hero point. Thanks for the hero point, Nate.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
With my slasher feat, its speed is reduced by 10 until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And that means I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here and hope that with its reduced speed, it can't reach me and attack me.
Fair enough. Evie.
I'm gonna. And it's gonna make a Constitution save.
Fails.
And it's gonna fail. So it's gonna take a whole 4 damage.
Nice.
Noise.
Nice.
Anything else? Also, see, y'all are handling this. Darius.
That was
Um,
fair.
Did we get any indication that other than the person who did it, did we get any indication that the radiant damage is effective? Like, do we know
Yes,
that?
you saw these
Okay.
things like take a lot of damage from it.
All right, I'm gonna try and not heal for a turn, and I'm going to try and use Sacred Flame
All right.
on it.
Yes,
Dex
yes,
save.
yes.
Nice.
Fails.
So that'll be 5 radiant damage. I guess gets doubled.
Yep, to kill it because it had 6 hit points left.
Oh, thank God. Also, I do like the idea, like Sacred Flame. You think, oh, it's shooting a little fireball. No, you like send like a pillar of fire down on it or something.
Double moves to there. Evie. 17.
How was it? Oh, the red one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think a 17 will hit. Yeah.
10 piercing, 4 cold.
Oof. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
I mean, I have 21 hit points, so that's not great for me, but and I
But
need
you're
to
up.
make I have 7 hit points left, but I am up.
Okay.
And I need to make a I think just 10
Okay. Grandma fixed it.
Constitution save.
Oh, why do you need to make a con save?
Am I still flanked? I can't tell.
Concentration for expeditious
map.
retreat.
You are not flanked.
Okay,
you
I'm
are
not flanked.
You are flanking it, but you are not flanked. You have advantage on hit
Got it.
red. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Is am I
Oh.
flanking it?
Yes, you have advantage on red.
Is what I meant.
Sorry.
Mm.
I'm the stupid.
No, I am the stupid for phrasing it wrong. There we go.
Hits.
Hey, thank God for that advantage. All right, here we go. Boom. We do boom. And then that's plus the 2 rate
It's already dead.
plus the 1.
It's already dead.
Vim, you're up and not at disadvantage now.
All right. Okay, so I don't have to go very far.
The
Oh,
Bane
and I'm
is
gonna
gone,
go
and now I'm in danger.
No,
I'm in danger.
really?
Goes wide.
That's such
Luna.
using the other hero point.
Oh,
There we go.
Never mind. 18 hits. Roll your
he's
damage.
petty. He's
You're-
bitter.
Oh, and we're applying favored foe to this one because I don't think this one's been hit that much.
It hasn't.
So, oh wait, did it not add it? Oh, weird,
Well,
it didn't add it.
that's-
There should be
that's-
another.
That's 19 damage right now.
Wait, oh, +2.
Plus 2. Is that radiant or regular?
That's
Or psychic?
it's favored foe, so I guess it would add it to the piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm guessing, or like I don't know if favored foe actually adds a specific type.
I don't think it does. Things like Hunter's Mark and
Hunter's
Favorite
Mark
Enemy.
and favored foe go to the type of damage your weapon does.
Oh.
So
I
it would
don't
be
think
just-
that's in the description.
Oh.
If that's how you want to rule it, we can rule it that way. But the thing
that's-
about
That's how I'll rule it. Just because that's
I'm
the
gonna
thing, and I
roll
want
this
to say this
again.
now.
Yeah.
What the thing about that makes those good is that they don't have a damage type, so that things like oozes that would otherwise be not affected by them are affected by them.
I'll read up on it, but for now
This
we'll
is
just
just like
say,
magic damage.
Yeah, for now we'll just say it's
Yeah,
extra
it's-
damage.
Generic spell damage.
I'm gonna roll this again, not because I need to change the damage, but because it didn't roll the favored foe, and I want to make sure I fixed it.
Fair enough.
It didn't.
It didn't.
It's still
We'll have to figure it out later.
weird. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll just roll it as untyped damage for now if that works for everyone. Cool.
Oh no, it did roll it this time. This time it added it into the first roll.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Luna, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna make a little slashy attack with a natty 20. Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
I'll take it though.
we do what we can.
As you dispatch the final blob of darkness.
Hallelujah.
Oof.
That is the kind of combat I like. It's very tense.
Dripping.
How'd the bet go? How'd
The bet went
the prediction?
very good for everyone. I think there were 3 voters. They all picked fight, so they all won some channel point.
Good for them.
I had never done that before, so I only bet a small amount of channel points, honestly.
You
what
bet
type
on
of-
yourself.
What type of gotcha game player are you, Matthew? You're not going to gamble all of it?
I didn't
have
know.
288,000 channel points.
I wonder why.
Right.
Figure
It's
out
like-
how those work eventually.
It's like McKenna's in almost every show we do.
I have quite a bit, but I also like when I can remember to, I go into other shows and throw hero points out.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Vim is not doing very hot, right?
Or Zim, according to chat.
You know,
Or Evie.
you're
I
close.
have 1 cure wounds left if someone's really, really low.
Aaronhart, the prince guy, say perhaps we should get inside, and they just kind of like point up to like the top of like the dome that is on this like moon, and you just see these like little globs of darkness beginning to form up there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
that's-
We'll run. As we do though, Luna will quickly like tap Evie and Vim and give them both 7 points of lay on hands.
Thank you.
Nice.
And I still have Expeditious Retreat up for the next 10 minutes. I guess 9. So I can double move.
I'm
for the sake
lunging
of speed.
myself into one of Darius's little side bag.
That's
things.
perfectly all right. And I have a move speed of 40, so I double moving. I can
That's a
book
lot
it.
better than my 25.
I moon
I mean, I
jumped
have
battle
twice as
that-
many legs as anyone else in the party, so
Yeah, like seeing like
jump onto the other side, so he's got equal balanced weight.
seeing that Darius is doing that, The prince says, Earnhardt, I grant permission. And Earnhardt says, of
Piggyback
course.
ride.
No, Earnhardt brings out a stone from their coat. And they throw the stone, and it turns into a lovely steed, like a beautiful looking horse that appears to be made out of like moon dust.
Princess Sparklebutt?
And he kind of hops on. He looks at the prince like, I didn't bring my stone with me. And he just kind of sighs, get on. And then the prince jumps on. And they begin galloping.
The ship.
The ship isn't sailing; it's galloping away.
Yeah,
Sparkling horse.
On a majestic noble steed.
Yes.
majestic
Moon.
speed.
But yes, you are
Thinks I'm
able
a noble
to.
steed.
You are all able to make it into the main building safely. When you get in there, there's no doors. Like, all the doors are open, but there's walls. It's like, we make use of a lot of sort of extra spatial technology. Magic being shut down is not very good for us.
No, it is not. It's not good for anyone.
However, they come up to like a big statue of what appears to be a elven woman in like this glorious astral armor, holding like a beautiful sword, kind of pointing towards the sky. The prince walks towards it, and they put their hand against a plaque, and a small stairway appears at the base of the statue.
Is the magic back on?
No, this will get us to the source of it.
Oh.
Understood.
Quickly.
I go down.
The prince begins leading you all down. As you're walking, they're pushing different like wall panels and ceiling panels, and are deactivating traps on the way.
Fun.
And eventually you make it into, about 5 minutes of walking later, what would be considered the center of this moon.
Huh.
A massive space that has been hollowed out.
Hollow moon.
And inside of it, there is Astral Sea.
Huh.
Just spring a leak?
With several sort of like walkways going towards the center, where at the center is a massive tree that has its roots dipping into this astral sea. And the leaves of this tree, instead of being standard leaves, they look like little stars and little constellations in the star system. It's like a tree of the night sky. But all the leaves are sort of like dripping this like black ichor.
Oh no. Sick tree.
Oh, that tree doesn't look very healthy.
Can I...
Has anybody been watering it?
Yeah, can I, like, roll a nature check or something to see exactly what the, like, ichor is doing to it?
Yeah, nature or arcana.
Let's see. Both of them are the same, so I guess I'll just do nature. Or medicine if you'll let me.
No,
What about religion?
What about religion?
nature,
What about religion?
nature or arcana, I'm going to say. For
Fine.
I can do an Arcana check.
I'll do a nature.
That's a nat 20. That is a nat 20 on
It
Arcana.
looks like you can do an Arcana check.
Evie.
I would agree that you can do that.
Evie.
I mean, it's no library lore, but
There's no library lore. Evie, you have a benefit of this. This is, as you're looking at it, some dots connect in the back of Evie's mind. Some old files that the doctor had worked on. Basically speaking about entropy, and entropy being given a physical form, and how in large amounts and using magic it could be focused on things to sort of choke the life out of them. You think that's what's happened here. You think that basically entropy itself is created a physical manifestation and is latched onto this tree and is trying to choke all the life out of it.
Those damn anchovies.
Is there any information in there on how to stop that from continuing to happen?
There wasn't any information. It was a sort of a side effect of a study that he was doing. It wasn't something you looked
Sure.
into. However, with that natural 20, you can guess that a couple of things can happen. You can basically try to cleanse the entropy from it through a number of means, whether that be arcane, religious, non-magical, nature, or else you could try to absorb the entropy itself and someone could try to take it into themselves. That would hurt them a fair amount, but it would prevent the tree from dying.
Let's try the cleansing option first. You mentioned we could cleanse with Arcana. That would be Evie's first option.
Yes, you could.
What does that look like?
It would basically be using your knowledge of the arcane to create an energy siphon to just slowly pull entropy off in enough ways that in enough small enough chunks that it dissipates before it can do any harm.
So I pull out my brewing kit.
Yep, here comes the science.
Will, is this tree like fey or anything like is this tree like specifically like a fey kind of thing?
It's technically a celestial.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. The astral trees, right here, Aaronhart, as Evie is whipping out their alchemical stuff, will exposit the fact that these are the heart of any sort of planet that a astral elf colony has called home. We put mana and magical energy into the tree, and it provides life and sustenance to the planet that is inside. The fact that someone was able to put a tree into the state, if we had not made it down here, the moon that we are on could have very well crumbled.
Oh.
Is it still going to do that?
If we don't do anything,
I don't think so.
It will. All right, but Evie, you've got all your alchemical supplies out. How are you going to science this up?
Would you
Sacred
allow
flame.
me to use my alchemist supplies to siphon this off?
Yeah, I'd let that happen. You could use it
Does
with
anyone
intelligence.
want to give me the help action?
I think Darius is probably the best one for that.
I was gonna go
well-
to a file that I have of the ambrosia sap, but I don't think that'll help in this case.
How does the help action work? I've never actually done that in D&D.
You just say, I give you the help action. And
Well-
then I have advantage.
McKenna, specifically, I know this will be appreciated for you. Darius just sits down next to you, closes his eyes, puts his hands together, and you hear a slight rumbling coming from his chest.
Oh,
Experiences a sudden clarity
Apotheosis.
of mind, and her path is so clear. And I am going to roll.
He's actually
alchemist
praying.
supplies.
Double natural ones. Nope.
That's a 25.
Nice.
Thank you though.
Will.
19 on the die face.
Don't manifest that energy well.
I want to. I thought it'd be a funny goof if it actually happened. Think of
I
how
have
long. Think of how
of
long
Derek-
McKenna would blame me if that actually happened.
Cat loafing.
But yeah, Evie, you are able to do so. You begin mixing, and you begin pulling at chemical compounds and just sort of like releasing them down the tree. And you see the entropy almost come towards it and try to like eat the chemicals. But as it does, the chemicals are dissolving the entropy.
Interesting.
And after about 10 minutes of doing this, the tree appears
Because
to
I
be
am specifically siphoning,
Yeah.
would I be able to siphon any of this like essence of entropy into like a vial?
I'd let you get a vial of entropy if you want.
Yes. I will add that to my inventory. Vial
It's a
of
surprise
the
tool that'll help us
concept of
later.
Entropy.
Seems like a hell of a poison.
Entropic vial.
Right?
Could experiment with her spit with it. See if she can strengthen her spit.
Maybe.
Become an entropy ooze. Those exist.
Oh no.
Entropoos.
But yeah. After about 15 minutes of Evie working diligently, the tree is safe. And as
You
the
use
tree,
that brewer's kit and you have... Sorry, go ahead.
as
No,
the
no,
tree,
I want to hear what you were gonna say.
It's an ooze. It's
It's an
entrobooze. Entrobooze.
I knew someone would do it.
Okay, sorry. Done. Go ahead, Bill.
as
Important
is-
things.
As Evie finishes it off, the tree lets out like a light hum, and the lights begin to turn back on. You've successfully stopped this moon from crumbling. Congratulations.
Yay!
Woo. I want to see what was going on with that wall in that room.
Yes, I would like that as well.
Which wall?
Quick, back to the crying wall.
Which wall? Us?
Oh, the crying wall?
Back to the
Yes.
crying wall.
Yeah, you run back there with the prince kind of leading the way. Says, I mean, it should just be a dormitory. Technically, Ironheart won't be able to enter, but they just open the door, and inside there's like a whole bunch of elves that, like, upon you opening the door, just look at you. It's like, oh, we thought we'd be locked in there for the remainder of the evening. Thank goodness.
Remainder of the evening?
Well, yes, it's evening.
Oh no, you are going to die in there.
Yeah.
We have
That
food.
was-
We have food in a teleportation circle.
Well, why are
The
you
moon
saying
was going to
that?
collapse.
Ironheart mentions, yes, each of the dormitories has a teleportation circle to their system inside of them.
Can everyone
which
here
system,
use a teleportation circle?
Yes, many of the adult dorm supervisors who would be in the dorms, or even some of the senior students are able to.
Interesting.
Yes. Elven society is quite embraced in the arcane. Smiles.
Here I was thinking about how wild it would be if they just lost all of the elven nobles here and what that would mean.
So to be clear,
Concern.
the screaming and the pawing at the door was your reaction to the threat of possibly not being able to go out for the evening?
No, we didn't do or say anything. We were simply curled up with a good book. Which kind of...
Can I
Are these rich
X'd
boys
it out,
lying to
X'd it
cover
out.
how panicked they
for
were?
that?
Yeah, make
Like-
me an insight check.
Because I definitely heard screaming.
You did. You definitely heard screaming. Listening to these people talk, like, after all, like, you speak to each one of the elves in this dorm, none of them have voices similar to the screaming you heard.
I don't know anything. She's distracted. You know what? Rash is distracted trying to calm down these students from their one night of incarceration by passing out the remainder of her, like, little Tupperware of cookies.
Oh, they
She's
take
like
it.
kind of
Oh,
They
at this
take
point.
it, and they enjoy it a lot. But yeah.
so we do not find the source of the screaming then?
No.
well, that's as concerning.
That's
Darius is
annoying.
Darius is very quiet because he's trying to mentally think, have we been using the term entropy wrong? Like, I'm not sure that means what we think it does.
Luna's just staring at the door like, where did the wall go?
Oh, Luna.
I have an intelligence
I-
score of +1.
Don't know.
Oh, the wall
And I-
is directly behind the door frame, Luna. Ironheart speaks up.
But I don't see it.
Yes, you wouldn't see it with the portal there.
Oh. I don't get it, but that's okay.
Okay.
That was a
so it
really
is-
pretty tree.
So it is my understanding that there is still a wall there. It's just that currently there is a portal in front of it leading into the room, and that the room is not technically in the same space as the hallway. Yes?
Yes.
So then that means that there was something on the other side of the wall.
I mean, it's a wall. Like, Ironheart, like, walks you around, like, the area into, like, the classroom, and just kind of, like, opens the door, and there's just a classroom there. Like, the wall is, like, a classroom wall. Back wall.
Can I
And,
insight or
like, looking at
Arcana-
it, you see the little hole that was made by y'all when Rash
So
attacked.
Can I,
then
like,
what was in here?
on that and like try to feel if the wall still feels something?
Yeah.
What would you like for that, Will? Would you like
But just a
an
straight
insight
up,
and Arcana? What
just
would
a
you like?
Straight up wisdom check.
Just a wisdom. Okay. Where is my wisdom? There it is.
I ask myself that every day.
I mean, it seems like a wall.
All right.
Is there a sign of anything going on in this classroom?
No.
Okay.
I'd like to go back to the tree. Real quick.
Yeah.
I will go with you because I don't want anyone going near that thing alone.
What do you need at the tree, Rash? Ironheart says.
I am concerned because I heard a disembodied screaming, and I want to make sure the tree is emotionally all right.
I don't think trees can scream. There is a Astral elven scientist who has been trying to prove. Who's been trying
I used to
get
not
them
think
for
many
years.
things could scream, but I've been proven wrong.
Also, before today, I would have said that giant frogs made of darkness wouldn't attack us, but
They were globs, not frogs.
What am I saying?
Definitely
Well,
frogs.
they were frogs on the map, so they are now frogs.
felt
I've taken this joke and I'm going for a walk with it.
They
That's
felt.
We are going to the dog park.
I just got a very amphibious feel from those globs.
Like they hopped
The
right up to
universe
us.
is bigger than we think it is, Your Highness. And so I would, with your permission, I would like to just check on the tree's emotions.
Of
Humor
course.
an old woman.
The prince will go with you, with Ironheart, and they will lead you back to the tree. What do you want to do with the tree, Rash?
I'm going to politely, as I can, like reach out to like maybe a branch or an errant, like what have you, like not quite touching it because it's a star and not a leaf.
Mhm.
Just like kind of hovering near it, just to reach out like a comforting gesture, and just kind of like try to ask, like, was that you earlier screaming through the wall? Are you all right? And I don't know what you want me to do that for that.
You just do that, and it's a tree.
It's a tree.
Anything? Nothing.
Luna touches a star.
It's a tree.
Oh, Luna.
Yeah, you touch it. It's like you're touching a leaf, but it's made of galaxy.
Oh, okay. Whew.
I mean, hey, if our spaceship has feelings, I feel like it's a reasonable assumption that the tree might too. That's not a stretch of logic.
No harm in checking either.
I'm like, well, all right. I'm glad that you are feeling all right. I hope that continues to be so. I hope that was not you screaming, but I'm still concerned about the screaming.
The one time I'm not playing a character who can speak with plants.
I know, right?
Not even be a plant, that was the thing.
I got like zero magic.
Yeah. Aaronheart, do you have any theories on where the screaming was coming from? If it was not in the classroom and it was
screaming?
Oh, so you're and lovely Lord Ironheart.
Oh my,
when
Rash,
I hit
please,
the wall-
please do not call me Lord.
So your lordly lordship.
Vim, I will drop
When
you
I
into
hit-
the astral sea.
when listen to your elders. When I hit the wall that the children were stuck on the other side to try to get them out, the wall or something within the wall that I assumed at first was the children was screaming back inside my head. But the children said it was not them.
Do you think it might have been a latent effect of whatever my childhood friend did?
I mean, anything is possible. I do not know much in the ways of this arcana. I am simple goblin.
That also add the scraping and clawing at the doors.
I mean, the entirety of the school was shrouded in some sort of dark veil. It wouldn't surprise me if it had additional effects.
But you have no recollection of this?
I mean, I didn't notice anything.
It's only screamed in her head.
Do astral elves normally have very spotty memories?
Are they just a little
Or is
slow
this
by
abnormal?
nature?
I mean, my memory's fine.
It only screamed inside her head. Nobody else heard it.
I do
I
not
mean-
mean any offense. I only mean that since you live for so long, it is understandable that certain things may escape your recollection, like the name of your childhood friend.
Yes.
Or
Yes,
the
Luna, it only
screams of the
screamed in my
insects.
head.
It only screamed in the head.
Because I hit it. It was me that hit it. So I think only I heard.
Did you say sorry?
I did. I apologized and then I patted the wall. But I don't know if that helped.
But we all heard the clawing at the other side of the wall.
Not everyone.
I did.
A few of us did.
A few of you.
I think I did because I was like getting
I
ready
did.
with the turn undead, but
Yeah, it
there's
was
a wall.
Darius, it was Vim, and it was Evie that heard the clawing.
Only perception checks.
Yeah, I didn't hear any of it. Any of the clawing part.
You have a very unsettling home.
It's not always like this, Evie.
But it is like this now, and it is unsettling.
Yes.
She is no pro.
I do not like not having answers for any of this.
Well, I hate to tell you this, Evie. But I unfortunately don't have answers either. And if I do not have answers, and you do not have answers, and Vim does not have answers, and
We'll just have to make some up and go with it.
This
Dare
is school,
does not
though.
have-
We can learn answers. Do you
I mean,
have
I'm potentially working on answers,
and
but
that Rash
a
does not have
research
answers.
center or library of some sort?
And pick
Sure,
a
this-
god. Pick any sort of god you like, and say X god Luna knows. Probably Luna doesn't have those answers, do you, Luna?
4.
I'm sure I could come up with something.
It's not 4, is it?
It could be,
It could
truthfully.
Like I
Prince
said,
just kind of speaks up.
it's school, no?
It is.
This is school, no?
Yes, this is a school.
So- Some sort of research facility or library?
I mean, it's something that we can look into. Unfortunately, as I said, Earnhardt, collect your item while you're here. Yes, my prince. Earnhardt walks towards the tree. You see them kind of grab at the air. And then they say, I have it. Excellent. Unfortunately, now that our business is concluded, you are technically not allowed on school grounds.
Technically or actually?
Actually.
Oh.
And Earnhardt also speaks up, and also, I fear the longer you're here, the more likely people are to catch up with you all. Remember, you do have bounty on your heads.
Yes.
Seems a rather impolite way to
Where?
host people who have just saved your entire moon. But if
Me
we
as-
must leave, then I suppose politeness dictates that we do.
Me as a player wants to say, okay, let's go put the entropy back in the tree.
I mean,
Little
it
gratitude.
does seem like the least you could do is let us research this, or help us clear our names,
For your
or
own
let us
benefit.
use the communication center here, which is
Well, I
why
mean,
we
we have
agreed
a-
to come
we
here in the
have-
first place.
We have a communication center in the dorm room. You can use that. That's not on school grounds, technically.
Cool.
Understood. For some reason, I was under the impression that all of this was school grounds.
No.
Because it is an entire academy?
The
as well?
dormitories are all run and owned by each of the different systems that run them. So they are, think of them as like separate properties, or maybe embassies.
Interesting.
Or ways for rich elves to passively aggressively compete with each other.
Oh yes, that is entirely the purpose of this academy. The prince speaks up. It is literally a breeding ground for a noble douchebaggery.
Interesting.
I
Are you
mean,
saying this noble Oron Academy is a place where rich people with way too much time on their hands can enjoy?
entertain young ladies also with too much time on their hands.
God damn it!
Kiss, kiss, on
And
the
then
mouth.
Earnhardt and the Prince kiss fall in love.
Hey!
I mean, if you want,
And we confirm that one of them is not Haruhi in disguise.
if you want, you can make a insight check.
I will make an insight check. I'm not good at it.
I mean, Luna, there is definitely something between Ironheart and the prince, but there's also like a cold distance between the two of them.
You two are beautiful together, and you should bury the hatchet of whatever came between you. Okay.
As you say it, Princess Ironheart, I trust you to lead them back to your dorm. I'm off. And the prince buggers off, and Luna just kind of Ironheart just kind of looks at you and just kind of puts
her ears just like droop.
He just kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Unfortunately, Luna, duty is slightly harder to disengage with than most things."
Then why don't you leave?
I wouldn't be able to. I have responsibilities, and sometimes those responsibilities get in the way of my own happiness, but that is fine. Besides, I'm engaged.
I get that. I was... Oh!
Wait. You're engaged? To
Yes.
who?
To a cousin of mine.
Ew.
Oh.
See, I was about to say blessings of the spark upon your future, but now I'm a little
I mean, it's
concerned.
they're a distant cousin, but they're technically... Because each of the nobility... Because all the nobility stems from the central nobility originally, we're all technically related, albeit very distantly.
That's icky.
I'll give you advice for someone who's talked with a lot of people and don't really understand any of this at all. Don't lead with that.
Okay.
Does the noble family seek genetic homogeneity within their noble class? Because that is a very, I mean, short-sighted endeavor. It would destroy eventually the integrity of your genetic.
It has been how we always are. Our attunement to the Astral Sea seems to provide some benefit that prevents that.
Do you think it is possible that your
What do you do?
lifespan prevents you from seeing the long-term consequences of this evolutionary process? It would take several generations for this to possibly have negative consequences, but it will have negative consequences.
This has been several generations. This has been legitimately how the nobility has operated since we've become nobility.
That would explain the memory thing.
So what you do is you just grab that power. You are already in line for some sort of power, yes?
Yes.
So you grab that power, and then you use that power to your advantage to do what you like, no?
Unfortunately, Rash,
I mean, that is how I have always observed from the Goblin Horde.
yes.
Many dictators have done this. I think that you would make great dictator.
Earhart just kind of chuckles at that. It's like, all right, well, let's get you all to bed before you pass over.
All I'm saying, grab power, follow heart.
Earhart
That
chuckles
sounds
at
like a
that.
goal we could
That
go
is good
after
advice.
Dragon Revenge.
I do wish it was that easy.
As long as you do it with consideration and wisdom concerned.
Not procreate with your own biological cousin.
Not that.
It's a very distant cousin. It's like, if the family tree is like a family tree, Earhart is
Close enough
here.
to
This
have,
sounds like a lot of backpedaling to me.
close enough to have led with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough to have called them his cousin.
I mean, technically that's all the noble elves are. They are all kind of homogenized nobility.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's
Bad.
something Tolkien wouldn't have done. I've seen the House of Finway.
What in the Game of Thrones Targaryen bullshit?
Right. I don't think they're
My
that
sister
close.
wives.
Probably not. Probably not. You'd have to be pretty close. Well, I guess sleeping is not the worst idea in the world.
Also,
There are
they-
clearly
They have
worser.
They have healers for you all, so you'll all be healed.
Oh, good.
Sounds good.
Like long rest heal or just back to full health heal?
Like long rest heal. Plus back to
Okay.
full health heal.
And I get my spells back.
Yo,
Huzzah!
needed those.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what do we want to do tomorrow?
Well, I went to the moon, so I think I did everything I wanted to.
in life,
Was there something you wanted to do on a moon?
I don't know. I
well,
thought I saw something that was a little familiar, but I forgot about it.
I am
Perhaps-
telling you, it is something about this planet. I am concerned for the efficacy and sanctity of my own memory at this point.
Can I, at some point, unfortunately, I can't use my spell to create this. Can I create like a little journal for Luna?
Oh,
Oh,
I can do a crafting that. It's not metal and stuff, so it'll be a little difficult for me, but I can work on that. But two things I wanted to bring up. Concerned first. While I am always, for one, for going on errands to gather supplies and the like, should we be concerned about the supposed price on our heads now? Like, should we be wearing disguises? Not literally, Luna, don't worry. Should we be trying to minimize our exposure to the public? I myself have never had to deal with this situation before, but I have heard tell in my travels of bounty hunters or over-eager just ruffians who see a wanted poster and think, hey, that's the person from the poster. Let's, bonk them on the head with a stick.
oh no.
I think there were people that were angry at something about the ship before at one point, but we just kind of damaged their ship and left them there. They were coming after us, so I guess we haven't had to deal with public, like just random people
I'm not-
coming for prices.
I'm just saying, should we have a kind of a protocol, so to speak, going forward, in terms of being, keeping in mind that we are unjustifiably wanted people.
The reasons for Dragon Revenge.
At least at
Fail
this point,
past that right now.
doesn't seem to be an issue because they all know that because of Ironheart, we are safe on this
Well,
planet.
That one may not be an issue right now, but it certainly, I'm sure, will be an issue later. And two, it's only not going to be an issue until it is. We could be having a perfectly nice day until the bounty hunters start shooting at us.
And it was mentioned, it was cited as a reason to not be on school grounds, which means that Ironheart might be okay with us and the prince might be okay with us, but maybe there's a family that would like to knock one of their families down a peg, sees us, and sees an opportunity.
Ironheart does speak up. There are a number of
Oh.
families who, after the purge, are struggling financially. So,
I don't think you can get through any event called the Purge without people with hurt feelings.
yes. I mean, I think they were all cultists, and we saw what happened to them.
I mean, Ironheart, if you are able to clear your name, it stands to reason that you would be able to clear our names as well.
I was not
And
the
that
person.
at least while we are here with the Astral Elves, we should be safe.
I was not the
Yes?
person who cleared my name. The Sigalent essentially bribed the media to not include me in this. So as far as anyone's concerned, my name has never been associated with it.
I don't think any of us have such benefactors.
Again, I'm just going to say quid pro quo, you would all be dead right now had we not saved your tree. And I think that, listen, not that I wouldn't have done it either way, I just think that that might be worth something.
I mean, I of course have things I'm giving you. I've loaded your ship with a variety of items already, but there's not much I can really do. The Sigallant's been in rough times the last few years. We have
I understand.
a
You need to gather
shortage-
power.
We have a shortage of nobles now, since so many of them were dispatched during that cultist intervention. And the nobles that we do have left, quite frankly, many of them are untrained or weak. There were entire systems that were placed under new government. And, they get very close to you all for this, and it's very hushed. And to be entirely honest, the current Rex at Sigallant, she barely has enough magical power to maintain the core system herself. The prince and even myself have had to go and lend arcane energy to her to help her keep up with things while we've been here. The Sigallant's in dire straits currently.
To Rash's point, this is prime opportunity, and I understand it takes a while to set up these dictatorships when these opportunities arise.
It is not something that the prince and I do not wish to kill his mother.
Oh, mother.
But
That might
Family.
get a little personal.
there are ways to seize power, and the two of us have been working together for them.
Well, I wish you well in that. Hopefully it bears fruit. To Darius's concern, I think that we should possibly brainstorm some ideas on disguises or aliases.
I mean, thankfully, your ship wasn't involved, so at least that can act as a safe haven for you in some way. Otherwise, there was one more thing, if you'll give me a moment. Earnhardt
Okay.
leaves and then comes back basically with what appears to be a flyer of some sorts. During the break before our current semester, my childhood friend went on a bit of a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
He was fine before he left, and he had become slightly changed after. They just kind of hand you this flyer. It looks to be for a resort planet.
Oh, so this is where he was brainwashed. All right. Okay. So the pieces of the puzzle add up.
If this is something you do want to look into, I would appreciate it, but I also understand that given what we experienced this evening, if you want to give it some space for a while. I'm going to begin chasing some leads for myself here, and any help that you are able to offer me, I will do my best to reward you in kind.
I did have a question. Curious. So we know you are unable to vocalize your childhood friend's name.
Yes.
Question. In your own head, can you think the name, or is it just childhood friend?
You see Earnhardt puzzle for a second, and then there's just this look of fear on his face, even in my own mind.
Okay, because I had a neat idea where we were just going to point to letters and say you'd blink or something. You wouldn't have to have vocalized it, but okay. That's all I...
Wait. Was it written on a birthday card?
Just
Earnhardt
more
just,
appropriately,
looks
would it have
puzzled.
been written anywhere?
Oh, that's a good question, then. Good. Thank you.
I mean, Earnhardt runs up to their room, comes back down, and you're not going to believe me.
Okay.
The card says childhood best friend on it.
He hands you a paper that basically says, Earnhardt, are you free to meet in the sparring grounds after class today? Want to do some training? Your childhood friend.
All right, so quick question, just for the DM. Are there computers in this world?
Yes.
Can we go look at like the school directory?
Yes.
Millicent was telling us all about social media. Did he have one of those?
Yeah.
Millicent, by the way, comes like into your common room, the common room area. Says,
Yeah, where has she been?
everything went dark for like an hour. Was that you all?
No.
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 Okay.
Did you hear any weird screaming or clawing?
At the door there was a little bit at the door.
Okay, that wasn't us either.
I thought it prudent not to open. I feel like you'd be foolish to open it if you heard screaming or crawling on the other side of the door. It's a good way to die.
I mean, someone could have been in trouble.
Fair enough. But in
Millis,
yes,
you are savvy with all of these socials and everything. Yes.
Yes, I am an influencer.
So proud of that word.
She is.
So proud of it.
Good at the searching of the past information. Yes.
Yeah. What do you want? I got you.
Ironheart, fill our friend up on what's going on with your friend.
After about half an hour of searching on the web, you do eventually come to a profile that has his picture on it and like posts that he had made, and there is no name, only his picture.
His old MySpace.
See, here's the fun thing. I imagine we could find if we looked long enough, because somewhere someone probably misspelled it with like one misletter, so it would be there with like just one letter off, and whatever erased their name wouldn't erase that because it's only by a letter.
That would take a very long time.
I
mean, we got nothing better to do.
They do have some better things to do.
I didn't say this in character. I'm so determined to get around this, because the idea that something could have erased it from all written documents, all people's minds, all digital things is just so unlikely and possibly so overpowered we have no possible chance of defeating them no matter what.
I mean, my thought is maybe there's a glamour over it that just prevents your eyes from reading it or seeing it or thinking it.
That would have to be incredibly powerful.
There are also literally magical creatures that can do specifically that.
Yes, but this is so widespread across multiple mediums.
Yes.
I think we have fish to fry right now.
It's almost something that's like spooky and foreboding.
That just makes it work.
See, I just feel
a look of confusion.
Well, not confusion. Like, what does that have to do with the complexity of it?
My point is, in 5th edition, canonically, there are creatures that can do exactly what this has done to an even grander scope.
False Hydra, what?
No, exactly.
False Hydra is not a real D&D monster, though. It's a fan-made creation.
Who cares?
I know, I love it, but...
I feel like enough people use it that, like, you might as well just be...
Who doesn't?
Oh, no, I have no problem with it.
A little bit of broken reality.
Exactly.
Just a little bit.
But it's just, to Darius, it's more of an intellectual puzzle at this point. Like, there's got to be a way to go around
It'll
this.
never seem broken if it was never together in the first place.
At least we know now that it was not the inbreeding.
It might be, if there are magical people, this might be literally what happens with like inbreeding with magical people.
Oh god.
They just start deleting themselves from the family tree.
It might still be the inbreeding.
It might still be the inbreeding.
I wouldn't put anything past magical elf inbreeding.
That still leaves us with the question of what are we going to do tomorrow? Do we want to try to track down the Sunseeker, go back to that, and possibly clear our name in the process? Or do we want to stick around here and see if we can find out more information, or possibly go to the island resort that Ironheart has given us the name of and try to find more information there? I am bothered by the fact that I cannot parse what has happened here today in its entirety.
Ironheart will also mention that If you're looking for help clearing your names and are okay with underhanded methodologies, the Marred Poppy system would also be helpful.
Yeah, I don't like having a thing on my head.
Don't you worry, Luna. We will get that bounty off our heads. No problem.
It
You
was-
know what?
It was through underhanded methods that our names were put in this position in the first place, so I am not opposed to using underhanded methods to undo that. But what is in the Marred Poppy
Any
galaxies?
number of separate criminal organizations that specialize in this type of thing.
Oh, it's a fantastic place.
Yeah, that sounds...
I have many relatives there. It's great. It's where I was
Rash,
brought up.
make me a just general wisdom check.
Yeah.
Remember which family, which cousin of a uncle of a cousin?
Well, in my backstory, like that's where she grew up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for a fact, Rash, that there's a number of people that could probably help you out in the Marred Poppy system, specifically in the Perdrom, the large station at the central of it.
Cool.
There is a particularly strong crime syndicate there that is run by a Astral genasi, who also...
What is it called? The Perdron?
Yeah, the Perdrom. It is a large club that has been created inside of a completely hollowed out moon, which each of the moon's asteroid craters has a window in it, so the craters are windows, and it's a big hollow moon that's a massive club.
That's great. Barbarians love massive clubs.
It's true, we do.
And Rash, you would know that's run by a Astral genasi known as Helio.
Cool. Adding this to my notes.
It'd be fun to get involved with some criminals to stop being looked at as criminals.
Yes.
Concern. I'm not sure that's the best way to go about this.
Don't worry, Gotek. They're lovely people.
We will directly take the dragon down eventually, but it might take a few steps.
They're lovely people. Oh, and you can meet some of my grandchildren while we're there.
That sounds excellent.
Are they being held prisoner by the criminals?
Oh no, honey, no, of course not.
They
No, they
are the
pickpocket.
criminals.
They can look after themselves.
Oh no.
Darius, it is my understanding that someone is only labeled a criminal if they have broken a law, and not all laws are fair.
It's also in the system like Marred Poppy. What is criminal exactly?
Technically nothing. It's the
A
Marred
criminal
Poppy
is
system.
someone who has broken the law.
Yes, but Marred Poppy, if there's no laws to break, how can you be criminal?
Darius is looking very confused.
Maybe by breaking societal unspoken laws? That is a good question. I will ponder that.
Mm-hmm. I say we go to my home. We'll have fun.
I don't know if diving straight into a place where it appears that cultists are made is quite the best idea, so I don't know about this resort.
Especially if there is a bounty on our heads, going into a heavily, densely populated area may not be the exact move right now. The only thing that does worry me about the Marred Poppy is that I imagine there are a lot of bounty hunters living there. So I think
also
Darius's
true.
initial assertion that we will need disguises is a good one.
I can possibly help a little bit with that. I could create us some helmets or masks that will at least, obscure our features.
And that will be fun for a few of you, and then Vin just looks at Evie, and I think we're just going to be the conspicuous crew.
Evie kind of deflates a little bit and says, I mean, I can just stop looking like me and look more like a normal plasmoid. It does not spark joy for me to look like this. And she changes her appearance and sort of drops like the pink girly aesthetic and is more of a like gray green blob with generally no features. And knowing that is Evie, you know that is not a look that sparks joy for her.
You can join me in just being the only thing that looks like you, and we will deal with it.
This way, at least, I do not look like my bounty picture. At least.
It will only be for a little while, Mishka. Don't you worry.
That is what I am taking comfort in at this moment. But I do not have to look like this right now, so I will not. And she goes back to looking pink and pigtailed and the way she prefers to present.
Oh. And Luna will take off the ribbon that she's had over her ears, and there are actual like white fluffy bunny ears under there. And she'll be like, I was pretending to be a human, but now nobody will recognize me.
Those look incredibly soft, are they?
Yes.
May
And
I
she'll
touch
tell
them?
she'll yes.
You get head scritches immediately. As much as someone who does not have fingernails can give head scritches.
They are as
Head
fluffy
scritches.
as fluffy bunny ears would be.
Excellent. This is delightful. Thank you.
So, with that, my friends, it seems like we have a plan. Hey, thank you for the follow, Night Mad Dragon.
Oh, thank you.
But it seems as though we have a plan as to where y'all want to head.
We love a plan.
And it seems as though Aaronhart has resupplied you all as you need to be. So, my friends,
Have more scrap metal.
I'm going to say thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Astral Calling AP. Not an AP. The Astral Calling here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like Salt and Strategy Tomorrow. And we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Good night,
guys.
everyone.
Good night.